Are there common themes that you see people just, forget or don't include, or they just do a very simple cyber policy and then get caught out, Katrina?
Yeah, so there's a couple of different elements. We often find that some ransomware cover can be sublimited or excluded. So that's the cost associated with recovering or dealing with a ransomware event. So you think of the ransomware payment, if that needs to be paid, any sort of business interruption or loss of revenue as a result of the ransom payment. So that would be quite a significant one. Ransomware is definitely in the top 3 higher costs for our insureds. So having a cyber insurance policy that doesn't cover ransomware to the full limit is definitely something to be mindful of. Probably war exclusion as well. So a lot of cyber insurance policies will have a war exclusion. So it will exclude any cyber event as a result of an act of terrorism or war. However, you will find with some really good policies where there will be a right back which allows if you're an innocent bystander effectively. So if you weren't the original target and you get impacted, then you can get cover from there. So that would be one around that war exclusion. Another one is also just around retroactive date. So that is you could have a hacker in your system for many, many months before they show their face. And some policies will actually have a date where anything that occurred prior to that particular date won't be covered. Whereas having no retroactive date or nil retroactive date, effectively that means if you don't know that they're in your system and they got in a year ago, 6 months ago, and then they show their head whilst you're in that policy period, then the policy will respond. So you want to make sure that there's no retroactive date applied to your policy.